Monty with Center Stage Jackson. We have the show producer, Talon Baldwin. Hi, Talon.
Hi, how you doing?
Good to see you.
Thank you.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
So the Full Monty, we've got auditions coming up.
Yes.
And the show is scheduled to run when?
The show is scheduled the first 2 weekends of October. I'll say the dates not wrong, 3rd, 4th, and 5th, and 12th, 11th, 13th?
10th, 11th, 12th.
There you go, that's the one.
Yes.
So,
All right. So if anyone's ever heard of the show or seen the show, the question everyone has first, before we get into anything else, is there nudity in the show?
Well, it is the Full Monty, so yes, there will be nudity, but
Ooh.
not necessarily in the way that you're thinking, right? It is a comedy. It's not a kid's show. It's for the adults. There is some brief male nudity in it, as you might suspect, but it's non-sexual, right? It's not. It's tactfully done, right? It's
Yes.
made to be funny, right? So you're
Right.
going to see maybe some bare butt cheeks in there, maybe, but. I'll leave the final reveal to the audience to determine whether or not they can see anything or not.
Well, it's a show about like the Chippendales kind of a thing, right?
Almost. See, if you've never seen the movie, you might think it's about strippers, but it really isn't. It's about the male bravado, because these guys are family men who have just lost their jobs. They're out of work. They're just trying to make ends meet. And so they actually have a scene where they're kind of making fun of the Chippendales dancers, you know, kind of what kind of a guy dance around like that kind of thing. And then they realize how much those guys are going to make at one of their shows. And then the male bravado kicks in and they go, well, we can do that, right? And obviously they can't, and it takes quite a bit more effort than that. And then, you know, what do you do to compare with the Chippendales? What can you provide that the Chippendales cannot? Well, the Full Monty, well, that's how we compete, right? So that's the story.
All right, it's obviously a comedy. And so you're casting for people, and we're going to suggest someone, because we just met someone today, Henry Kaiser. He's interested he wants to be like, you know, in showbiz. And it sounds like you might have a role that he could audition for.
Yeah, so we do have one child role that we're looking for, Nathan Lukowski, and he's actually one of the leads. And the lead, Jerry, is the father, and he's trying to keep custody of his child. He doesn't want to lose Nathan as his son, right? And his ex-wife is remarrying and things like that. So he's got to come up with money to make payments, you know, to maintain custody and so on and so forth. And so we're looking at the child, and it's because it's an adult environment. Then yes, the child does have an adult attitude in some adult situations. You know, I think he drops the F-bomb once, so you know, that kind of thing. So yes, one role for child actor. Yeah.
All right, well, there you go. We're just you know, offering you. We've got this young man. He might show up at the auditions.
I can't wait. I hope so.
All right, we also have other roles.
Yes.
What are do you need to be like in you know, Chippendale form?
No. So the script is written for dad bods, right? You're not. Okay. We're not looking for the Chippendales, right? The guys are trying to compete with Chippendales as just ordinary, everyday people. So we're looking for all experience roles, all body shapes, all body sizes. The comedy is written for those kinds of roles. In fact, Dave is one of the characters who's very self-conscious about his body, right? He's kind of overweight, and he doesn't feel like he would be able to be good at this. Why would anybody come and watch me dance around on stage, kind of thing? It's this very self-conscious kind of concept that he has to go through, and he get over with himself. So.
And these are essentially steel workers in Buffalo, New York.
Yep.
So you've got, you know, a lot of ethnicity in the names, and that's where it comes from.
Yeah. So so they're just out of work. They hit the lines every day trying to find a job, and this is one of the ways they go, how do we do this?
But there's not just men in the show. You've got women as well.
These are all, like, many of them are family. Some of them are married. Some of them are divorced. One of the characters didn't even tell his wife that he was unemployed. She still thinks he's employed. He's carrying on this facade of going to work every day while he tries to get a job.
Yeah, that's a man thing.
It is. It is. And so it's, you know, these families growing together, working through this.
Yeah. Will people have to prepare to do anything at the audition?
Sure. So what we'd like to see is about 8 to 16 bars of music, right? So plan something upbeat, something rock and roll. You can bring your own file and you can play on the speaker that we have there, or we're going to have a pianist there on Wednesday, I believe, so that we'll be able to play some sheet music. Plans music, right? Very short, we can hear it. Prepare like a 30 seconds to a minute comedy monologue. Or maybe if you don't have that, maybe come with a couple of expressive jokes, right? You can tell us, something funny that we can see. And then while we don't have to have anything prepared to dance, we will have a choreographer there to do a group dance kind of thing. Be comfortable in some clothes that you can move in. We want to see everybody move, to see how they move and work with the dance and so on and so forth.
So you got to sing, you got to dance, you got to be funny. Do you need experience?
No, not at all.
No.
So we have a lot of talented people, from choreographers to vocal directors and instrument directors and things like that, and our director. So you bring your best and we'll take care of the rest, right? So for the community theater, we'll make sure that you look beautiful. We want all different experiences. And specifically for these kinds of roles, most of our theater is very top heavy in the women, right? We usually get 70 to 30% women to men coming in for roles, which makes the full Monty for men kind of difficult. So we're looking for all actions, all roles, all people, individuals.
I know. I remember. Well, there was a show last year where, and it wasn't Center Stage show, but it was local. It was the Jesus Christ Superstar, yes. And the apostles were all women.
Yes.
So they didn't have
yes.
men come out for the parts.
Yes. A year ago, I did Hello Dolly, and for the waiters, we needed about 8 to 10 guys for the waiters for those scenes in the restaurant, and only about half of them were men. Most of them were women with mustaches, so which is fine and easy to do for that kind of an environment. But for the full Monty, that's going to be tougher to pull off.
Yeah, that's well, yeah. So the experience is good, not necessary. And they'll train you. I mean, that's what the director.
Absolutely.
You're not the director. Who's the director?
The director's Charlie Packard. He's worked with Center Stage on a couple other pieces that we did, and he has a beautiful vision. He can't wait to get the comedy of it out, right, and tell the story, right. Each one of these characters has their own story. So he's directing and identifying where he wants these characters to be. Really, we just need the actors to come in and fall within that directorship, right? Mm-hmm. Here's where we need you to be. Here's what we need you to say. Here's what we need you to look like. Here's how we need you to act. And you just fulfill that role and we take care of the rest.
You leave and give them the minimum clothes.
Absolutely. We got the costumer and all that and everything. So, yeah, absolutely.
Yes. And when you put the show on, is it PG rated?
So it's adult 18 or older, right? Okay. So it's not generally the kid-friendly shows that we usually do. And we had just done Hunchback of Notre Dame, not the Disney version, the little bit older adult version, more darker version.
And that's not for kids either.
Not really, not necessarily. And this one is also, we said, let's just do this one for the adults, right? So leave the kids at home, get a babysitter, and nice couples night out kind of thing like that. Have some fun.
All right, auditions, they're tomorrow.
Tomorrow and Friday.
Just show up?
Yes, just show up. No, you don't have to schedule a time. And we'll call you up, fill out an application. You'll get measured for costumes while you're there, and we'll see what you can do.
No, but you have a live pit orchestra?
We will. Yes, we will.
How do you audition? Do you have that all set? Or
we have a pit director who's collecting instruments. If you're interested, you can send an email to the information on the flyer, and we'll get you in touch with the pit director.
Awesome. All right. Get to the First Presbyterian Church for auditions starting tomorrow and on Friday from 4:30 to 7 p.m. at 743 West Michigan. I hope you have a great show.
I do. I'm excited. I can't wait. It's going to be fun.
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Talon Baldwin is the producer of The Full Monty for Center Stage Jackson and a member of their board.